Greetings, YouTube. Today it is time for our fourth lesson, playing the filter like a filter playing fool. Yeah, let me show you what this sounds like here. Oh, yes, that's sweet. That's a sweet beat. Okay, let's break it down. So, little background. I got this book, Steal This Sound, by Mitchell Sigman, and this sound that you've been listening to actually comes from his band. It's the first thing covered in here, I think. No, second thing. But right here, they talk about Brazil's No More Words, right? And they have an intro to that where it's like, it's coming off of an ARP 2600 machine is what it is. And he goes into great detail here describing how that was done. I'm not going to read from the book. I would encourage you to get it just because it's fascinating. I don't know how much of it will translate to the neutron, but this at least did, and I suspect that a lot of the things that he covers in there will translate to the neutron. But I just want to talk about, how you go about translating something like that. So first thing to know, and the reason that I bring this here, there's some controls that I haven't explained on the neutron, and this is an excellent sound to explain that. One of those is, you'll notice you have a key track on your filter. Here's the deal. If you turn the resonance up really high on your filter, it will begin to self-resonate, and it rings. This key track, it makes the last MIDI note change the current the current frequency, right? So it's shifting around the cutoff frequency, and in effect, that's also going to shift around the resonance, and it's going to change the pitch that the filter is self-resonating at. So in effect, your filter becomes another oscillator, is kind of what's happening. So, and this patch takes advantage of that, and as it did on the ARP 2600. It is also noise based. So here's the really wild thing about this. We're not even using the oscillators on this patch. What's happening is, if you look over at the patch bay, I'm taking the noise generator, this is a white noise generator, and I'm bringing it straight into the VCF, cutting off these two oscillators. And if you look at the noise, I've got it ramped all the way up. This is ramped to like, I want to say, what is that? 130? It's sitting at about 130. Envelopes, we are using envelopes. I'm just going to go over these controls real quick, and we'll discuss them as we go. You can ignore everything on the oscillator side, right? Frequency. Now, it's important to understand the filter frequency goes from 10 hertz to 15 kilohertz. 10 hertz to 15 kilohertz. You want to target around 1.5 kilohertz. So I've got it setting at 8 o'clock. The resonance I have cranked all the way up to 4. You can really do anywhere between 3 and 4, just what it sounds right to you. Mod depth is all the way down, we're not using that. And again, the envelope is sitting at like just after 1 o'clock. So noise, again, sitting around 130. You can ignore the LFO and the rate because, again, we're not using it. The envelopes are important here. No attack on envelope 1. Decay is set right at noon. Sustain, no sustain. It's all the way down. No release. And then on envelope 2, no attack. Decay is turned almost all the way up. It's sitting about just after 4 o'clock. The sustain is at noon, and the release is all the way off. And then the only other thing is, again, we're taking noise out to VCF in. And this is what it does. I'm just playing that on my MIDI controller. So really neat. So that's how you can play the filter. And you'll see this done in a lot of different mixes. And again, here's what it sounds like, when I actually sequence it with a real simple drum and snare. Okay, that's really all there is to talk about. I thought that was really cool. Again, you might want to check out this book. It's on Amazon. I think I paid like $25 for it. Steal This Sound, Mitchell Sigman. So far, really enjoying it. And like I said, even if some things I can't do on my Neutron, it's still a fascinating read. Okay, guys, please like and subscribe. I can't get subscribers, and if I don't, then YouTube just buries my results underneath of the YouTube equivalent of NASCAR drivers. Please share this, and just so that I can actually show up in the search results. Yeah, thank you so much, and have a great night.